So normally with this card, what it means is that something you may be worrying about or stressing over or concerned about, nothing will come of it. Okay, so it has that meaning. It also has the meaning that something that you are really wanting or focusing your energy on, either you will get no result or the wrong result. Okay, so with this energy, this is normally a time to pull back and examine, stay in the present moment, stay as you are in normal routines, doing what you would normally do. Don't initiate big things or sign big things or go for big things while this energy is in play. It's not normally for very long. So this could just be a period during the month. But it's saying that if you can, hold off on doing anything like that. Because it's saying that things are not quite what they seem under this energy. There's other things going on in the background which we're not aware of, and that will have an impact, but they're not ready yet to be brought out for you. So it's like it's a period of introspection. As I said, with the Mercury retrograde, it's kind of similar. Take a step back, go over things again, check everything. And wait for the energy to shift before you move ahead. That's all void of course moon. It's a kind of a shadow period where you don't have the light of the moon to see clearly. So you've got to wait until the period passes. It could also be that you're a little bit tired. With this energy coming in, it's saying that it's a rest and recovery period, and it's a time for dreaming and planning. It's not a time for initiating. Once when you do your dreaming and your planning, that is when you come up with what it is that you're aiming for. And then you've got to wait for the energies to shift before you initiate. That's what that's about. Okay, so let's see here. So for you, we've got a star of fertility. We've got 6th house. So as I said, 6th house is about your health, your diet, your well-being, your lifestyle, everything to do with that, your work-life balance. It's also to do with pets, your pets in your home. Something may come up. You may be getting a new pet, or there's some issue may come up. Then we've got a star of fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Okay, so for some of you, this may actually be a project you're working on, or some sort of situation that has been evolving, and now it's a time to be moving ahead with this. But as I said, I feel it's a preparation time, because you have nothing will come of the situation, void of course moon. As I described, it will be one of those two situations where something you're worrying about won't come to pass, or it's saying that something that you're trying to put your energy into, you may just have to wait a bit until the energy shift before you move ahead, because there are things moving in the background. So she's just saying that this is coming in for you. It's a very abundant energy. It can also be obviously in the physical body as well, if you're trying to start a family or something like that. But it's also to do with ideas, with putting things down on paper, or whatever it is that you're working on. It could be that you are also just feeling tapped in to this abundance. There's rabbits there, which always symbolize abundance. There's flowers blooming. This technically is the Easter period. But it's that energy of creation, really. That's what it is. So it's creation, being fertile in your mind and everything that you're working on, or you're just creating lovely conditions within your relationship, depending on your situation. You're creating opportunities at this time. But it could also be work related for you personally, and that may be affecting the relationship. Work projects, mastery of your craft. So if you are a person who is working with a craft or a profession related to that, then it's saying that you've got a lot of abundance, a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration, and lots of projects can be started. As I said, just monitor the energies, and if you're tired, then take a break and do your dreaming and your planning, so that when you can move forward, then you've got loads to get on with and get stuck into. Then we've got here White Tara sensitivity and North Node for your person. So North Node is the life purpose card. It's the destiny card. It's a fate card. So what it's saying is that something is coming up now, which it's like a big door is going to open. So it could be that your person has been knocking on this door for some time. It could very well be to do with the relationship, right? So maybe you are part of their life purpose, or some aspect of the relationship now is ready to move forward. Or it could be just with them personally. Something is developing, or, a door is swinging open. Normally it's quite an epiphany. This is quite a turning point. This is not a small thing. All right. It's not some small thing that occurs. This is normally quite a big shift. As I said, your person may have been knocking at that door for quite some time, or has been reaching for something, and some sort of door will open, or some path will open up. It's also got the right place, right time energy, whether that is something to do with your relationship, coming together. If you're not already together, perhaps as I said, you're only in the beginning stages, or it's some other aspect that's coming in for them. But it's saying that this is part of fate and destiny, something that's right for them to be doing. It's part of their life purpose, part of their life path. And it's also, letting go of the past and moving forward. This is about moving forward, grasping the future, getting on mission, if that's what you're interested in. So this is kind of what you came here to do. Moving forward with that, right place, right time. So you will find that circumstances kind of move your person where they need to be. So aspects of your person, you and your person are interchangeable. You may see aspects of this for you and vice versa. We've also got white Tara sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So what this is saying is that your person is sort of raising on the ascension field, and so it's going to affect their body. It's going to affect their consciousness and what is going on around them. They're going to be obviously much more sensitive to things, and it could also be that they're understanding the deeper aspects of the relationship as well, especially if you're not really together. Or you may have been together a long time and they're now suddenly having some epiphanies and turning points and understandings. This is really important understandings, grasping things. So sensitivity. But it can also be saying that they need to be careful around their environment wherever they are, to get rid of things like chemicals or triggers, anything that triggers. So whether it's foods or chemicals, nasty chemicals in the home, rather go the more natural route. It could also be situations like work situations, or it could be environments which are not harmonious for them because they're raising their consciousness. They're raising up. And certain situations you can't be in anymore. So what was happening before, what you could do before, with the sensitivity coming in, that it starts to become a trigger. So this could be any kind of situation, really, anything that is kind of like a trigger for them and is upsetting for them. It could be, as I said, environment or chemicals or situations or relationships. In some cases, some people find with this coming in that they kind of lose touch with groups or friends or other people that they've been involved with previously. You kind of go off on your own way, your own path. You outgrow almost. But it's a kind of a discernment. You're following certain things and others kind of fall away along the wayside, especially if the life purpose is coming in. So it's about discernment. Be careful, spend more time looking after your person. Needs more time to look after their health, their well-being, and certainly that is coming up for the 6th house for both of you. So I feel that's coming in. So check your environment, do an environment check. Also, any kind of social situations you may be in. Spend lots of time in nature, ground yourself, and just really, this person really needs to look after their energy at this time, because they're going to be going through quite a big shift, whether this is purely internal and they're now seeing a pathway, or it could be something else that's coming in, or it could be, as I said, relationship related. We've got here for this current situation, 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this is normally a cycle shift. As I said, with the North Node, life's purpose for your person, it could be that they're now seeing the path or the way opening for them. And they could be outgrowing a situation which has been in place, and now they're moving into a new cycle, or you both are, depending on what's occurring. So 8th house is endings and beginnings, or the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new chapter, or a big cycle shift. It can also be about financial issues. This can be about, if you're in a committed partnership, then it can be the nuts and bolts of that partnership. How are the material and emotional resources being joined together? How is that hanging together? And it can also be business partnerships can come up with this as well. But it's financial issues. And this is normally things like tax, accounting, banking, investments, insurances. And in some cases, if there has been a passing around you in some way, it can also be to do with inheritances and legacies, or you may be on the beneficial in, receiving benefits from a legacy or some sort of inheritance or something associated with that. Or you could be putting that together for your family if you're mature and you're moving on in life and you need to get these things sorted out. So that may be coming up. But it's also about sexuality does come up with this as well. And all related issues. But it's also about birthing, and this can be physical birthing, but it can also be birthing of new conditions. And this is why you have the endings in the beginning. So birthing of a new condition or a new cycle, or a new set of circumstances, whatever the situation may be. And it's also about regeneration and renewal. So this may be a health situation, or it could be the regeneration and renewal, like a new cycle within the relationship, especially if you've been together for a long time. You go through cycles, dips and troughs, and cycles moving round and round. So, it could be that something is shifting and changing. And we've also got Dana, High Priestess here. So you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So this could be applied in a number of ways. This can be obviously communication with your person directly. Perhaps you have some sort of innate knowledge or wisdom which can be applied in this situation. So one or either of you could be like that, or one or either of you could be in demand in certain ways in the 8th house to assist others. And that could be financially. You could just have inherent knowledge or just wisdom about certain things. But we are in the relationship reading, so I feel it's something that you're going to be bringing down into your relationship. It's some kind of like guidance that you can bring down. This is your intuition, your instincts. And High Priestess sees all. She is the queen of intuition and instinct and following all of that. So it's like psychic knowledge. And the 8th house is also the house of psychic knowledge. So just take it as it resonates for you. It could be the regeneration of that, or it could be the uprising of that, or it could be the better utilization of that within your affairs, within your relationship, but also within your financial affairs. Because this knowledge can be applied in many, many different ways. So, but there's communication coming in there, and it's the intuition and instinct which is coming in to guide or to assist in some way here. In some ways, it could be also to do with financial freedom or just freedom from a set of circumstances. Certainly with your person, North Node, life's purpose, they could be changing direction in some way now. It's normally, as I said, an epiphany or a turning point with this card. So they could be gaining freedom now, or something comes in which is going to give you freedom, more freedom, in your current situation. It could be financial freedom. It could be the freedom of schedules, or the freedom to work from home, or the freedom to leave where you have been and move into a different environment. It could be relocating because you've got Mercury retrograde here, and it just applies to apply it to your situation. But some sort of freedom is coming in here, some sort of release from something that has been in place or something that has been an issue. There's some sort of freedom coming through there. Now we have got Jupiter return benefits, and we've got Dana focused intention. So the Jupiter rules Sagittarius. You've got a lot of arrow energy here. So you've also got full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So as I said, the Sagittarian energy is very expansive. It's a much bigger picture than what you have been currently seeing. So this can be a very expansive energy. This could also be the next level from where you have been within your relationship. So it can also be, as I say, seeing seeing something much bigger than where you have been. So it's a pattern that you may have been in up until this point, and now you can focus on something, a new goal or a new chapter, or something that you want to vision and move towards. So with Dinah, focused intention, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So this is about the drawing back of the bow, the arrow in the bow. It's actually the drawing back that holds the power. Because as you pull it back with your intention, and then you hold it, and then once you release it, then it takes your focused intention forward with the arrow. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the centaur, and is often the bow and arrow is in there. So very strong Sagittarian energy coming in. She's saying, let go of all negativity, skepticism, naysayers, whatever the situation is. Just focus on your intention, your vision, and work towards that with the singularity. Don't allow distractions or other things to pull you off your path, whether this is with a relationship or with other aspects that are kind of having an influence on the relationship. It's saying focused intention is very, very important. And that will, so it's your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, everything must be focused on that target, and you will make your mark. Now it's saying here Jupiter return benefits. So Jupiter return is a return. It's coming back around. It has a sort of a 12-year cycle. So this could be something could be coming back to you from the past. It could be something that has that kind of anywhere between 1 year and 12 years. It doesn't have to be 12 years. It could be within that period. But something from the past may now be coming back to bear fruit. So this could be an idea, or a business that you had, or something that you wanted to launch, or something that you wanted to do, or some idea that you had for yourself. It could even be a hobby or an interest, whatever it may be. And for some of you that are only just, kind of getting started with a relationship, it could be the return of love, happiness, joy, all of these aspects. Just take it as it resonates, but it's something coming back. It normally bearing fruit for you. So in a lot of ways, it can be, it could even be a person returning with good news or something, or a person coming back into your life for those that are only just starting with a relationship. But for others, it can be an idea or something from the past, which is now going to come back, and it's going to bring benefits with it. But it can also be the return, as I said, of joy, happiness, luck, rewards for effort. Normally the Jupiter return is effort that you have put in previously that perhaps didn't bear fruit, or didn't come off as well as you'd hoped, or just simply never got off the ground. Or it's something that you kind of lost along the way. The efforts that you've put in whatever way, shape or form will come back around, and that's what the benefits are all about. So it's a very lucky, it's got a lot of breakthrough about it. It's a very expansive energy, and it can bring a lot of joy. It can bring abundance. It can bring ideas. As I said, happiness. It can bring rescue. It can bring relief, whatever is appropriate for you in your situation. But you still have to steer this energy. It will come to you, but you have to still steer it, anchor it down. There may be some various doorways that open, or something that opens for you, and you need to resuscitate it if it's something from the past. So there is some effort required. You're going to have to put some effort into, or to follow the various types of opportunities that may come up for you. And somewhere along the line, something will come out, which is going to be beneficial for you. So you have to anchor the energy down. It's effort that you still got to put in, but something is coming available, to you both, or to one or either of you at this time.